Cal Poly. So I traveled around Europe, and I've been to 13 countries in Latin America. I spent 3 years living there. Taken Cal Poly student summer study abroad and quarter-long program students to 3 trips to Mexico, 2 trips to Spain, and 3 trips to Peru. I think I like to be part of that experience where they have this awakening. Basically, they open up to the world and this transforming experience of study abroad. And so to be a part of that, to sort of guide and mentor students through that, and I think is really rewarding. When I was in Ecuador, we were doing some research up on a high Andean plain, about 12,000 feet, and we were riding horses, and we were attacked by a group of wild horses. We were actually on the horse, and the horse reared up like that, and they were fighting while I was on the horse. We were in the Amazon, and we got to swim with piranhas, and the guide said it wouldn't hurt, they wouldn't bite you if you weren't bleeding, but he thought it was really funny to throw pieces of meat over by us while we were swimming. When I was in Guatemala studying Spanish, we hiked up to the top of an active volcano and slept on the crater, and it was literally just out of reach of the ash and rock. It was molten rock shooting out into the air like every 5 minutes, and during the middle of the night there was a lightning storm, and I was so worried about getting wet and dirty, I put an umbrella up. I was sleeping under an umbrella that with lightning going, and there was so much static electricity in the umbrella that it was shocking me, and I think I came pretty close to getting electrocuted. Every place has something interesting and exciting to learn about. I was instrumental, along with Craig Arsenault and Poli-Sci, in creating the Peru Study Abroad program we have here at Cal Poly. It's a 5.5-week summer program. We do Cusco, which is the historic former capital of the Inca Empire. We go to Machu Picchu, which is everybody wants to go see. Lake Titicaca, which has got sort of that image. And then the Amazon is part of the trip as well. So seeing sort of the Andes and the Amazon and the indigenous cultures and the history, it's really a special trip. So right now for students, I think that's the one that I'm really hot on. Things always happen when you travel, but you sort of go with it. You learn from every experience, and sort of being adaptable and flexible while you're traveling is such a big part of, I think, the learning experience. What I tell students is just go. It's so important. I'm a geographer, and it's so important that Americans leave our country and see the world from the eyes of a different perspective, different people, different culture. It's a big world out there. And so I encourage students just to follow their passions, to go wherever they're interested in, but the most important thing is see the world, travel, learn about the world. Every day is new. There's something, it's so stimulating. You're learning something new every day. It's just so much more dynamic than day-to-day life here kind of can sort of seem rather routine. And when you're abroad, you're really alive.